Welcome to Yoga for Peace. I'm Christy Brown, and I've been teaching yoga for a little over 25 years. Prior to the pandemic, I taught yoga classes, weekly classes in San Francisco and next door in Marin County. I led teacher trainings, yin yoga teacher trainings of my own curriculum. I led and co-led 200-hour teacher trainings through YogaWorks. I'm a YogaWorks certified teacher trainer as well. And I led retreats, yoga and meditation retreats, which I still do. It was my intention for many years to start producing yoga videos. I've had a lot of requests from students, but I finally now have enough spaciousness in my life, and I have a beautiful space to practice and to teach. I'm actually on a houseboat, so if you ever see me wobbling or struggling to hold my balance in yoga practices that I'll be leading, it may be because the boat is rocking. In any case, I'd like to welcome you. Thank you for joining me here and introduce you to what I mean by yoga for peace. Peace is not simply a lofty dedication for our yoga practice, which it is that as well, and has been every single time I've ever led a yoga practice. In my heart, it is dedicated to cultivating peace within ourselves for the benefit of the earth and all beings for the next 7 generations and beyond. So this is what I mean also. For me, there is a commitment to cultivating peace within myself, to benefit others, and knowing that this is perhaps one of the most important, if not the most important way that each one of us can contribute to co-creating a more peaceful, more harmonious, more enlightened world through cultivating these qualities within ourselves. And yoga, thankfully, is a practice that can help us do that in a very real way. Yoga is an incredibly efficient practice that brings together many different elements that can benefit us as a human being in so many ways and quite profoundly in body, mind, and spirit. Yoga, as long as it's done safely, and please always be sure that you choose an appropriate level practice for your body on any given day. Yoga, as long as it's practiced safely and appropriately, has the potential to optimize our physical health and well-being. Yoga can help us to build and maintain strength and flexibility throughout the body. Yoga helps us maintain range of motion, helps us to keep our joints lubricated, helps us to have the body awareness necessary to practice good posture, sitting, standing, throughout the day, every day, which is so important to keeping ourselves healthy, especially as we get older. Yoga, many styles of yoga, and the yoga that I teach incorporates breath in a very, very profound way. The yoga practices really are one long breathing exercise, coordinated to movement and with the postures, the asanas that we do. Yoga also is a meditative practice. Yoga trains our mind to focus, to concentrate, to told to focus. It's necessary to focus the mind, to do the practice, to be able to position one part of the body here, another part of the body there, to engage in one part of the body and release in another part of the body while engaging and using our abdominal core while breathing. To do all of this requires full focus. So simply by doing the practice, our mind trains. Our mind gets stronger in this way, just like a muscle. And in this way, yoga is a meditative practice. And in addition to all of this, yoga, the physical practice of yoga, is also part of a much larger philosophical system that roots back to the Vedic culture of ancient India 5,000 to 6,000 years ago. And one of the beauties of yoga, the physical practice of yoga, is that through doing the practice, we can sometimes or often experience some of the universal truths that yogic philosophy describes. Yogic philosophy is based on universal truths like many other wisdom traditions. For example, if you've done much yoga, you probably have experienced yoga bliss, which is a very real thing. And yogic philosophy explains why. According to yogic philosophy, as a human being, we have 5 layers or sheaths, koshas in Sanskrit, the ancient language of yoga. The outermost layer of our self, of our being, is our physical body, Annamaya kosha, which is made up of the food and nutrition that we eat, and it is referred to as the food body. This is what Annamaya kosha means. Then we have Pranamaya kosha, our energy body, which is our prana, our vital life force that flows through us and moves us. Then we have Manomaya kosha, our mental body, our thoughts, our mental processes, our emotions. And this is where our perceptions and reactions to the world around us originate. And then we have Vijnamaya kosha, which is the wisdom body, our intellect, our intuition, our ability to think at higher levels. And lastly, we have Anandamaya kosha, which is our bliss body, joy, bliss, and spiritual connection. This is the innermost layer of ourselves as a human being. And so when we drop into a deep yoga practice, meaning we have calmed the nervous system, we've quieted our mind through the practice, we're connected with our body, our breath, we're very present. Under these circumstances, we can experience this aspect of our true nature, this joy, this bliss that originates within us through our practice. And this more subtle aspect of the practice is what really keeps a lot of people coming back to the practice, staying with the practice. Yes, the physical benefits of the practice are incredibly profound, but these more subtle aspects of the practice have the capacity to be life-changing. And if it can change our own lives, if yoga can cultivate more inner peace and more awareness for us as individuals, if enough of us do yoga, then perhaps we can together make some change in the world. However, please don't believe anything that I say. As the Buddha famously said when he was alive, approximately 2,600 years ago, he said this: "Do not believe in anything simply because you have heard it. Do not believe in anything simply because it is spoken and rumored by many. Do not believe in anything simply because it is found written in your religious books. Do not believe in anything merely on the authority of your teachers and elders. Do not believe in traditions because they have been handed down for many generations. But after observation and analysis, when you find that anything agrees with reason and is conducive to the good and benefit of one and all, then accept it and live up to it." Thank you for joining me. I'll hope to see you on the mat very soon. Namaste.